Okay, sorry about that. So I was saying, so yeah, the Pastel Nagomi is very, very calming. It's soothing. So when you look at the colors and the way they are, they're very, they come across as very soft to the mind, to the brain. You feel a sense of calm when you look at them. The other characteristic of Pastel Nagomi is that it is always, always done on a 6-inch by 6-inch paper. So the surface is small. As a result, it is not overwhelming for you that, oh my God, I've got a 48 by 48 canvas. And actually, I have one right on my side over here, which is a 48 by 48 canvas that I'm working on. And that's a big canvas. But this is the advantage of, of Western over here. So these are just some paintings that I'm showing you over here. So you can see that they are just so calming, and the colors you can use this. I'm not good with portraits, but anyway, it was fun to do this one. This one, you can see these are just like, simple ones. And these are more advanced. So there's a whole, like, lots of techniques that are there in Pastel Nagomi. You can see these are like very different. All of them are, this is just such a simple one. This is also a simple one too. So yeah, just giving you a quick overview. This was in combination with Zentangle, so you can combine with Zentangle as well. And yeah, so you don't have to be like an artist, or you don't have to be a trained artist, but it's kind of nice to, this one was a very interesting one. This is a little advanced as well. These were some bookmarks that I had made, and I sold also quite a few of these. I just have those samples left over here. This is also an advanced technique here. Okay. So that gives you sort of an idea of what Pastel Nagomi is. All right. Any questions anybody has? Good. Okay. So now to start with, what are the materials that you need? So do you need the paper? So this is just cardstock paper. The reason why you need cardstock paper is because when you put pastels, you need a smooth surface for the blending piece. So this is 6-inch by 6-inch. And then you need a small self-healing mat. You need masking tape. This is some scrap paper. These are the pastels over here I have, and this is just like any pastels that you get in your craft store. You can get from there. And then you will need this is like the X-Acto knife. What else do I need? You need a pencil. Okay, so these are the two erasers that are used. This is the the Tombow eraser, this one. And then this is the fine one. It's again the mono one, but it's a fine eraser. So you can see that the tip is really fine, and you'll see when I start to use it. A regular brush. And then this is just like, this is a makeup brush that I got because we'll need to do a bit of cleaning up. If you are not comfortable with using an X-Acto knife, then you can use any kind of knife that you have. This was just a knife sitting at home. It's not very sharp, so you don't want to cut yourself, and just make sure that you don't have kids around you. Sometimes I would use earbuds. Okay, these earbuds are the pointy ones. Okay, the ones that have the pointy tips. And then we will also use so this is a kneadable eraser. This is a kneadable eraser. So kneadable erasers are like, you'll see when I use them, when you use these kneadable eraser, they come in like a block, but you can be moving them around. And when you lift color, and you'll see me doing it in a little bit, the color just somehow disappears inside the kneadable eraser. So they work for a really long time. Like this one, see the difference in the color in these two? This one is so dark because I've been using this for quite some time, and this is relatively new. Okay. And what else? And sometimes what I also use is I will use a gold gel pen and sometimes even a white one as well. Or I might even use a micron pen as well. So these are some of the materials that you use. Depending upon the design, I might decide to also use watercolor pencils. So these are watercolor pencils. So sometimes I'll use them. It depends. We'll see where the design goes, depending upon. And the last thing that you need is wet wipes. Please do not use alcohol wipes. These are baby wipes. And because you want to keep your fingertips clean, so too much of alcohol on your hands, definitely not. So keep that with you. Okay. You see, that's about it. And see, there's other things you can use like stencils and stuff like that too, but we won't get into that today, being the first class for many of you. So we'll stick to the very basics. Okay. So to start with, what you have to do is you are going to take if you're following along with me, you can do this. So you start with your 6 by 6 inch cardstock paper, okay? And on any piece of blank paper, waste paper, what you will do is you will take your tape, your masking tape, and you are going to fix it to the base. So you can keep the border, you can keep this border as much thicker as you want. If you want to keep it the entire thickness, you can. If you want to keep it half, you can keep it half. So it's up to you. There's no specifications around that, but I think I'm going to just keep it probably half. You can even use washi tape if you want, because washi tape is low tack, so it works really well. Okay, so this is, and don't press too hard on it. Just press it very light. Okay. So there you have it. Okay. So I have the masking. So my sheet, so my work surface now is ready. And sometimes what I do is when I'm working, I might be working on a few pieces together. So I'll just take scrap pieces of paper and I'll have my sheets like ready to go. So I had this one already ready to go so that it's just easy. So you can really do this. Okay. So once you have this sheet ready, so you can put this aside for now. What we are going to do is, so this is the sheet that I had sent to all of you because I thought it is a fall theme and we can probably work with the fall theme. So what we are going to do is I'll give you a little bit of how the whole project is going to look like. So we are going to be doing a full-on black background. And on top of that, we are going to be putting in these leaves, the fall color leaves. I thought on the black background, the fall colors will really, shine through. So that's what we will do. This is just the simplest of techniques. So on another scrap piece of paper, you can just, with your pencil, you can just draw a few leaves, okay? For example, if I want to draw the maple leaf. Okay, so and I was actually Googling really before, like, how do I draw a maple leaf, like a 5-step maple leaf? So if you want to follow along with me, like 5-petal one. So go like this one, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. And you don't have to just go free flow. You don't have to get into the perfection mode. And that is what Pastel Nagomi is really all about. Just let it flow. It is just very, very, you need to loosen yourself up. Okay, so, and then you number them 1. So this is the center one in the center is 1. The ones on the side is 2. and the bottom ones are 3. Then after that, you are going to just draw lines like straight, like this, this, this. So it sort of gives us like a structure, and this one can go to the bottom, okay? And I'm also following a tutorial on the side. So now you'll start drawing the leaf. So from here, you go down here, like this, and then a little tip up, and then it goes this way, and then you come down till here, okay? The same thing you would do here as well. Here, like this. And the same thing up here. Sorry, this is... So we are making the tips. And then you join this here. And you can make this line a bit darker because we're going to be cutting this out. Okay, and the last one. Okay, then we got that. So this is not perfect, but it looks like a maple leaf. So we got one maple leaf there. That looks one. Then I'm going to draw one oak leaf. Okay, so an oak leaf is relatively easy to make. So it goes straight, and you can use the picture that I had sent to you as a reference if you would like. Okay, so the oak leaf is relatively simple. So it goes like the... Okay, and I'll do one more. Maybe I'll do an acorn. So acorn, and just make sure that you're having enough distance between each of the diagram that you... And I see, I think, Debbie, you have stencils. If you have stencils, by all means use them. You're allowed to cheat. That's good. Okay, and we'll do one acorn. So acorn is relatively simple as well to make. And try not to get into that perfection mindset. Okay. So we got the acorn, we got an oak leaf, and we got one maple leaf. Okay, and I think that is enough. We don't need more than that because remember, our work area is not too big. So you want to make sure that these things fit onto your... yeah. Once you're happy with your drawings, you are going to take your X-Acto knife, okay, and you're going to cut the outline. Take your time. Please don't hurt yourself. And you're not throwing the inserts away, okay? You need to keep them. So the inserts that the cutout. So this is my cutout, okay? So here's my cutout. So you're not throwing away the cutout. So please keep them. You need this as well. Okay, then we cut out the oak leaf as well. Okay. Okay. So we got the oak leaf. So we got the acorn, the oak leaf, and I'm going to put these, and now I will cut out the maple leaf as well. What? Some asshole? Is it muted? No. Okay, how many of you are following along with me? Jyoti, you are. Anybody else who's working with me? Minnie, okay, you are. Okay, fantastic. Do you want to be on camera? That would be nice if I can see you. See, Juhi, you are there as well. I'm watching. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, sometimes people just get confused between like oil pastels and the soft pastels. There's another class that I do, which is combining oil pastels and watercolors. So maybe that's for another day. I'm almost done. The stencil. So really in Pastel Nagomi, the thing is that we can create our own stencils and you don't always have to buy stencils. That way, what it does is you have like, you can create whatever design you want. So here I have my maple leaf as well. And then we have these cutouts too. So I have them all here, right here. Okay. So now is now the fun begins. Okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black, like just the black. Here's my black. And where is my X-Acto knife? I just had it. Okay. So with my X-Acto knife, I'm going to see this is not black. It's like dark brown. Maybe I don't even have black. Uh, that's okay. We can use any whatever darkest color you have in your yeah, I realized I don't have black in this particular set, but that's okay. So I'm just going to scrape like this. You want, you can use even the other knife as well. That also works really well. Sometimes that works actually better than the X-Acto knife. So we got that. And then with my fingertips, with these two fingertips, in a circular motion, I'm going to blend in this entire surface area here. So I want to make this really dark. And it's kind of nice to have a dustbin or waste bin next to near you so that you can dust off the excess color. So go in circular movements, gradually filling up that entire area. See, it's getting nice and dark. So I want to keep doing, I want to maybe embed the color as much as I can into the paper. And that is why you need a smooth surface. If you were to use watercolor paper on this, it will not work. You can use black, you can use dark brown, or whatever color you want. This is not this, I wanted to do it something with black, but you can use whichever colors you prefer. Okay, so I'm going to dust this off. This is what my surface looks like. Again, I'll just smoothen it a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to take my wet tissue here and I'm going to just clean my hands. Now what we will do is we will use this our paper which has the original paper. So it does not, the cutouts are over here. And I'm going to try to a little bit visualize how I want my design to really look like, okay? So maybe I want my maple leaf here or here, wherever. So give yourself a little bit of time. Slow down over here, give yourself a little bit of time and really design in your head how you want it. And then once you have a bit of an idea, what you will do is you will place your cutout here. Suppose I want my oak leaf to be, let's say here, okay? I want it over here. So I'm going to put my paper over here and I'm going to take my kneadable eraser and I'll just roll it in my hands. And I'm going to go over this. I want to lift off that color, okay? You can even go this way as well. We will have to use the white eraser as well in this because the white eraser as well will get totally black. So as you keep lifting off the color, keep pushing on your, so you can see I'm lifting off the color and at the same time my eraser is getting whiter. So I'm lifting off the color. You can see it's black, and then when I push it again like this, the color somehow vanishes wherever. I don't know where it goes. So it goes somewhere. Okay, once I'm done with that, I will take my white eraser and I will take off the color a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to take off the color a little bit more. And I'll just show you in a minute how it looks like. So once you've taken off the broader areas, then I can take this eraser, the round tip one, and I'm going to try to make hold on. I'm going to try to get the shape of the leaf. I want most of the color removed, the black, I have dark brown or whatever color background you have, you want to remove that. So spend a little bit of time. And you can use your brush to keep wiping off the eraser bits. So keep moving in between erasers to remove all that color. Okay. Good. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay. So it's looking really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do my second one. I want to put in, let's say, the oak leaf over here. And if it goes off the tape, a little bit, you can definitely do that. Okay. And if you want, you want to hold, you're having difficulty in holding it, feel free to put some masking tape on the top here and there, and then you can, start doing your color removal. So use your kneadable eraser first. Make sure that you keep sometimes just rolling the eraser on the top is kind of nice. It just sets the base. So hi, Frank. I don't know who else came in new just now. Scarlett, hello. I think the others were always there.
Hello. I'm from the city of Vaughan, so
Okay,
I'm
hi
just
Scarlett.
calling to check up on the session, and then
Yeah.
I'll be sending a survey link at the end of the workshop so that people can provide their feedback.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, Scarlett, there was some mischief monger in the group who just shared some stupid video. Anyway, I kicked her out.
Okay, sounds good. Thank
She
you
had
for that.
logged in like 3 times.
Ah,
Yeah, so so that was a little bit of a chaos, but other than that, I think we are pretty smooth. Yeah, thank you.
okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay. So just removing the color. And I'll take my mono eraser and lift off some more color. So we will be inserting color back into these areas. Anybody has any questions? Everyone doing okay? These small bits can be a little tricky to work with, but just go slow. And that is the whole idea, that you are slowing down. Is there anything else you could use in place of the kneaded eraser? Yeah, you can use, this is the white eraser that I'm using. And I find this Tombow eraser to be very helpful. So you can get these off Amazon and they actually come with this kind of an eraser. So you can just, it goes in there and when you just keep pulling it out and I think that's the way it works. Does it? Yeah. So this is something good that you can use. A kneadable eraser sometimes can be, but it's very helpful actually to lift off color, especially if you do watercolor, it's very helpful. And even other things as well, kneadable erasers are good. Or use any eraser that you have around you. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, and then I'll do one of the acorn. I'll do the acorn probably here. Okay. And maybe I want to do one more of the oak leaf like falling off like this. So I am designing as I am building. I do not have any design, anything in my mind when I started working on, when I started with you guys here. So, so right now, if you see, I'm using my, this mono eraser directly. I'm not using anything else. And that's also an option. I just wanted to show you the different erasers that you can use depending upon what you're working on. Okay, and there we go. And I think I'm going to throw in a few acorn, like maybe one here and one here, and then we'll start putting color in. Let me go to one acorn this way. Mm. As I'm looking at this, I feel like maybe on this corner, maybe we can have one of the tips of the, like just this part of the maple leaf, like, peeking through. So just generating some interest over there. Okay. Does anyone need me to slow down if you're following along with me, or you're doing okay? All right. So this is what mine looks like. Anyone wants to share how theirs looks like? Any brave soldier? Let's see, 1 second.
I'm just watching you today.
Yeah. Okay, that's really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, you chose
Don't want
different
to
colors.
miss you.
Fantastic. Yeah, nice. It's coming along well. Yeah, and what is the paper you're using, Minnie?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually using drawing paper.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
as long as the paper, as long as the paper has a smooth surface, we're good.
yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. And I'm just seeing, keep going. Uh,
Cool.
This is mine.
yeah, it's nice. Oh, that's Jillian. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Really lovely. Beautiful. Yeah, very nice. See, it's the same technique that we're all doing, but everyone has different variations to it. Yeah.
Well, I've been using my stencil.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's totally fine. You can use a stencil. Okay. Yeah, all right, I'm good. Okay, so we'll keep going now. So this is sort of how the whole thing is going to look like. And now what we will do is we will introduce color back in. Okay, now what I like to do, so now we will also be using the cutouts as well in a little bit. So I'm going to put these aside. So when you start putting in color, it's a good idea to use limited palette, because if you use too much, it can get a little like confusing, but it's totally your choice, however you want to do it. I'm just saying so that your final thing looks like coherent, and it looks nice. So I'm just going to choose, let's say I'm using the fall color, so I'm going to choose the orange, and you can choose whichever colors you want. And I do want to put in some purple. Okay, so I'm putting these colors here. And then obviously green has to be there, and green and red. Okay, so about 3-4 colors is good. So what you will be doing is on the side over here, okay? I'm just going to give this a little bit of a cleanup. There's a lot of. So what you will do is with your knife. Sometimes what I also do is I'll show you here. I have these are ceramic palettes. So sometimes when I'm working on a project, like many projects, I want to use a lot of the same colors. I will put the colors, I will scrape off my pastels into these. It's just easier, and there's less wastage as well. So I will use this, but you can use, if you don't have a palette, you can put it on the side. So here's the red. I already have an orangish color, and I'm just going to take some green, put it in here. The purple. So I think I don't have purple here. I'm just going to make some room on the side here for the purple. Finding this knife to be more effective than the X-Acto knife. Okay, so we got this. All right. So now what we will do is you just want to make sure your hands are clean, your fingertips are clean. And obviously they don't have to be wet, so maybe keep a towel or something, or a paper towel or something with you, so that when you now what we'll do is with our pinky finger over here, or this whichever finger you feel comfortable. The reason I'm saying the pinky finger is because we are going to get in with these colors and start blending. You can also use, if you want, you can also use these earbuds. So let's try to do those. So with the green, I'll take some green, okay? And I'm going to go in and start painting that color back in there. And you can start mixing colors over here. Sometimes with the finger, it's much easier. You can get in darker colors that way. And feel free to use whichever colors you like and blend them. And you might not get a dark color the first time that you do it. You might have to do it in different layers. Okay, so we'll now do the oak. So the oak, I'm thinking just going to go with full-on green. So I'm using my fingertip to go in and go straight green. And then I will give some highlights with the red. So with the stem, because it's like really a small area, I'm using the earbud. Okay, the other way of doing this is if you want to, let's say you want to put in some red in this area. So I'm going to take my, my chalk pastel, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to put the color directly on top of my painting. Okay, you can go like that in different areas. And then with your fingertips, you will blend. So you can do it that way as well. So I want a bit more green on top of it, just because I thought that there's too much red there. Yeah. I think I'm going to put a bit more green on top. So don't get caught up with, oh my God, it's not turning out the way. You can always keep adding and removing more color. Okay. So it's even here, you can put in more color on the top. Just because in the interest of time, I'm going a little faster. So over here, for the acorn, I'm just going to take green at the bottom here. Maybe on the top, we can just use the red directly. Because if you want that acorn to be nice and dark, we got the acorn there. We'll do the same thing here. Anyone has any questions? You're doing okay? Yeah, and then we'll do the red. Another way of doing, there's many techniques. Like I was saying, you can go in and rub this directly onto the surface as well, and then blend it. Okay. And we'll do this one here. So we'll do this technique here. So I'm just going to go and put in my green directly. And go ahead and blend it. Throw in a bit of red. Okay. Then we'll do the green here. We got the acorn. So you see the colors are just coming up. And so really take your time, put in the colors. And if you want them to be darker, especially this one, I think I'm going to add more color. But let me finish this off first. Okay, so let's get into this one here. I'm going to add a little bit more because I want them to be a little bit brighter. Okay. So this is what mine is looking like right now. So does anyone want to share how their progress has been from the last time? We'll move on to the next step.
Lovely. Nice.
Minnie said I'm doing awesome. Okay. Anyone willing to share? Oh, 1 second, Natalie. I will just put you, I'll just spotlight you. Yeah. Let's see. You want to show, you're showing your work, right? You're muted. Oh, wow. Oh, you put in cherries in there. Nice. Really lovely. And how did you do that white, the white part? With, you're muted.
It's stuck on with the masking tape.
Ah, okay. Nice. Very lovely. Yeah. See, that's the thing I really like about this is that with the same instruction, it's almost like a recipe. Like, you know, everyone, it's the same recipe, but everyone makes things differently.
Different.
Yeah, Jillian, you were showing yours? Oh, so
Oh,
cute.
wow.
Really lovely. You know what? The only thing I will suggest in the petals, so just make sure you're blending them a little bit more. So with your fingertip, just go in a circular motion, like in a slower circular motion, and just keep blending the colors. That is going to make it look even more like literally like a carpet.
Trouble is, with mine having gaps.
Sorry?
With mine having gaps, with them being stencils, it's a bit hard to get your finger in.
No, that's totally fine. I'm just saying inside where you put in the red and the green color, just those gaps is actually giving it a lot of character to it. So you're fine there. But just where you are painting in that area, yeah, clean your hand and just blend. Okay, so let's keep going. So I'll move on to the next step now. Okay, so once this is done, I feel like there should be a little bit more stuff to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white gel pen and keeping, where is the, yeah. So this was the reference image that I had shown you. So you can refer to this if you want, and you can start adding, just make sure your surface is a little bit cleaner. Okay. And I'm just going to start adding some, lines into this. So, and the annoying part about a gel pen is that it sometimes gets clogged. That's the only thing. So make sure you keep the tip clean. Okay. So as soon as you start adding yeah, I'll use gold. This white is not working for me. The gold is a little dark. Okay, let's do this. So you start adding these highlights with the gel pen. Okay, so you see that as soon as you add that white into it, it just makes the whole thing really pop. So we'll do the same with all the leaves. And keep cleaning your gel pen. Okay. So here I'll just give the acorn a little bit of an outline. And I'm just going to give a little bit of a highlight on the top over here, on the corner. Just a little bit there, okay? So here is my other leaf. All right. And do these ones. Try not to have your this arm, like hand, on top here. So make sure that you keep turning your paper. And that is the reason why when we that having your surface on a piece of paper is a good idea. You can even use a colored pencil here in this. Let me show you if it works. So if I have my white colored pencil, I have white in this. Okay, there's no white in this, but there is a yellow. So maybe you can use the yellow one and you can do a little bit of the highlight with the yellow. With the color pencil, it does not, it will not be very bright because it's going to blend in with your pastels, but it'll give a nice shadow to it. Like over here, let me show you. I can show you. So if you see in this corner here, I don't know if it's the camera is capturing it or not, but you can see this section is a little bit darker. It gives kind of nice shadows to it. You can even use like a, if I don't use a yellow, maybe I'll use a brown. I have the brown here, and I can give a few shadows here. Like here, this one you can see, yeah, this one is pretty, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna go back to my white. But I somehow like the white highlights. I really like those. And I use a lot of gold as well in my, when I do this work. There we go, okay? If you want, you can even go ahead and do some outlines here on the sides if you like. You can do so many things, but just know where to stop. Okay? I think I want to put a little bit more white in the maple leaf up here. Okay. Now, on top of this, if you want, you can go ahead and you use your gold as well to give it a little bit more oomph to it. Like in this one, a little bit of the gold is kind of interesting. You can go on top. Not all of it, but the gold will give it a little bit of a sparkle and it looks really cool. So here I've added these lines, which is like gold here, if you can see these ones here. And I'm going to do that even in the oak leaf up here. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I can keep going on and on. Okay, so once the highlighting piece is done and you are happy with where the painting is going, what you can also do is, remember we had these cutouts? We had these cutouts. So what you can do is you can go ahead and put this cutout on top of this, okay, like this. And you can take your this tip, okay, and you can give it a little bit of a few shadows on the outside. So meaning in a circular motion, you are sort of lifting, you're not lifting too much color, you're lifting very, very little. You're going to go in a circular motion around it. You can even go in this way, like brush strokes, like this. And once I show you, once I remove the cutout, you'll see the effect. You need to be just very, very light. There. So can you see the subtle shadows on the outside? I don't know. Okay, yeah, there we go. You can see that? So you can, once you have that, then you can go ahead and remove the cutout and you can refine it a little bit. So go in circular motion and again blend. So in Pastel Nagomi, the important piece is that you are blending well. So you can go all around. Okay, so you have that. We can do the same here. So where is my maple leaf? And we'll do the shadows. This is not a compulsory step. Some people, some paintings that I've seen is that they do the shadows and they also add more color on the sides. But again, it's up to you how you want to really do your paintings. So once I have the outline, I'm going to go back in and just refine the whole thing. Some of you might think, you know what, why do we need to put this stencil on top, the cutout on the top? We can go in like this as well. Well, you can. The only reason I like to do it that way is because it defines the whole thing for me in the first place. It's just easier. But if you want to do it without it, that's fine too. And we have just one more step left after this, and then we are done. This one, I'm not using the cutout. I'm just going to try how it works. Looks okay, not bad. Okay. So there we go. We're done with this. And now the last step that is there. That one, what I want to show you, that you can do that with a stencil. And so this is the mandala stencils I got off Amazon. So you can use these to use this, and I'll show you without the stencil as well. So what we like to do is we like to put in some bubbles, okay? So when I'm saying bubbles, you put the stencil here, and with your the fine tip, you go ahead and you lift off the color again. Okay, you can see that. See that? It gives like a dreamy effect. Okay, so you can see that coming through. You can do a little bit even on top of your leaves as well. There we go. Okay. So this is how like mine is looking. And I think I'm pretty happy with this. So now the final step really will be to start removing the tape. So to remove the tape, what you have to do is you want to make sure that you're not lifting the tape like this, because that is going to rip your paper. So you will, and I want to keep my hands a bit cleaner. So I'm going to lift up one corner and I will stay close to the paper. Down as much and go remove the tape very, very slowly. Okay, so here we go. So this is how like mine is looking like. What do you think?
Nice, lovely. Very nice.
The most interesting part is removing the tape, right? Yeah, get your pastels. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And the final step is that you want to seal it. So to seal it, you really need to have the pastel sealer. And I'm just looking for mine here. Yeah, the fixative. Okay, so here is the fixative that I have. So it's saying here for pastel, charcoal, and pencil. That is, you want things which are non-yellowing. So that's why this is a good one. So now the other thing is that
Does hairspray work? Like hairspray?
no,
Yeah.
hairspray will not work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Just
hairspray
wanted to
actually becomes very sticky on paper. So yeah, you need to get this. So ideally you should go out and spray it, but I'm here, so I'll just spray it inside here and I'll show you and I'll just go away from camera and spray and be right here. Okay. So the interesting part is that when you spray it, the colors become brighter. So you can see the colors are brighter. And what I like to do many times is that, clean this up here. So once the whole thing dries, okay, once everything is dried up, I sometimes will go in and actually do the white lines again on top of it. Because and that is simply because it's easier to work that ways, and there are certain effects that you can do once you have done the fixative. So it's kind of nicely drying. So I won't do anything right now. I'm just going to wait for it to dry nicely. Then I will go in, I'll bring in my gel pen again, and I will go over the lines again to make them even brighter. And I typically will write my name. Earlier I used to write my name on or here, but lately I don't write my name on here. I write it at the back, just so that the painting looks nice, and it's much better if you write the name at the back, the date and the medium as well. It is kind of nice to write that. So you can see the whole painting is now drying slowly. Yeah. So this is how you can. So this is one technique that you do with Pastel Nagomi, and there are many others as well. Okay. Any questions, and anyone wants to share where they are at?
Can I ask you something, Alkaji?
Absolutely.
Uh, like in the beginning, you said 6x6 inch paper.
Yeah.
If you want to make bigger one, can we take a bigger square?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
You can definitely do it. The only
Yeah.
thing I would say is the essence of Pastel Nagomi is not to be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. Yeah, but you can definitely do it. Yeah. Natalie was showing us your piece. That's why I spotlighted you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very proud
Yeah.
that some of
Oh,
done
that is
this.
so lovely. I love it.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
nice.
Thank you very much for the
Yeah.
technique. And
Yeah.
I like the way I normally do this size, but I actually,
Okay. You went smaller? Okay.
yeah, I actually like this smaller size.
Yeah.
It's like you
Okay.
said, it's intimate.
You can definitely go bigger. That's no problem. There's a very interesting technique hold on. Yeah, there's Minnie, I'll answer your question in just 1 minute. Just hang on. Oh God, I forget what it was. Yeah, so the technique is, so there's another thing that I do. I don't have it with me right now, is that you can actually make small, say for example, you have this piece. Let me show you here.
You could do 4 in 1. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, so you can make, let me show you if I have it in this one to show you. It's not this one.
Oh, you've got a ladder as well. Can I see if you can one that's in?
Where did it go?
Smoke alarm cat fell off this morning when I
For
knocked it.
example, this one, right?
It's right in front of
For
you there.
example, this one, right? So it's that same 6 inch by 6 inch, and I made small tiles with this. So because this was a class that I had done, but what you can do is once you have done this, you can cut out these tiles and you can make a bigger mosaic style piece. So you can do it that way too. So that's a really interesting, this is like a total abstract style that we were doing. We used masking tape, and yeah, there was more of masking tape things that we had done in this. So this was, yeah. Okay, so here you can see that this is like dried up, and you can see how
This
it's
one's a fancy. Is that the highest?
still a little bit sticky over here, but for example,
I'll
if
take it.
I go on this particular one, this side is dry.
Well, it was
Go
smoking.
over this. You
Yeah,
can see that my pen is working
I don't.
smoothly over this. So once I do this,
Maybe you can mute them.
yeah, right. So now my pen is working much better on once I've done one coat
Mhm.
over here, and I can go ahead and over here, if you feel that the lines are not, like the petals are not showing so much, you can go ahead and, make them more visible. You can see just the painting looks
Yeah.
so nice and bright this way.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, there we go. So I'll do these as well because that side is a little bit wet.
Yeah.
Okay, so to answer your question, Minnie, yes. So there is a group that we have, and when I send you the replay, you can actually join that group to share your work. I would love to see your work. There are a few people in that group, and I'm trying to build that community where we share like what we do. So you're welcome to join. Everyone is welcome to join that. And then there's more events that I keep doing like all the time. So there's a lot of mixed media work that I do. There is an event coming up in October. You will get an email. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this technique here? What do you think?
I like it.
You like it? Yeah. Yeah, something a little different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're enthusiastic. I like your enthusiasm.
Sorry?
I love your enthusiasm.
My enthusiasm. You know what? I just enjoy talking about art. I do. It's just so much fun. Yeah. It's just that is my, what do you say? My self-care system. Let's put it that way.
We can see a lot of patience in you.
It teaches you,
Yeah.
art teaches you a lot of patience.
Yeah.
It does. And it's very grounding.
Mm.
And it's the world is in shambles right now. So this is a fantastic way that, you can just find some time for yourself. And like we started at 1:30, it's 3:15 right now. Here
Mm.
in Toronto. So where did the time go? I don't know.
Yeah.
Quarter
Yeah.
past 8 in England.
Mm.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
do we
for you
make a
it's
Yeah.
for you it is nighttime. Yes, yes.
how do we make a contribution?
What contribution?
Is that you want it free?
Right.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This
And
is
how
all
do you stop
good.
them awful people coming in? Wasn't that awful what they did at the beginning?
Oh
Disgusting.
yeah, that was I don't know. It's just, and I'm going to just hold on. I'm just going to stop recording so that we
Can I just show you what I've done?
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I won't stop recording. Let me spotlight you, okay? Oh, that's so cute.
Oh
Very
yeah.
nice. Lovely. Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Well, just once finishing off a bit and then it's
Yeah. Finish it off, and you can email me if you want. You
okay.
can email me your finished. I would really like to see your finished pieces. You are welcome to join the community as well. And you can share. Now, in that community, it's not just about Pastel Nagomi. Any kind of artwork that you do, you will see there are some videos in that already. And if you want to share anything that you make and, get some feedback or get some wows from there. It's always nice. Encouragement is always good.
Is there any links to join
I
or
will send it to you. Yeah. So the email that I send, I will send it to you. Yeah.
Thank
Scarlett, you
you.
had a question?
Thank you.
And
yeah.
is it every Friday?
No, so the next one I believe is on October the 3rd, I think so. Yeah. You will get an email. Sorry,
That's
Scarlett.
next week.
Yeah. Question?
No problem. I just want to say thank you everyone for attending this. We do have a survey link that's posted in the chat. So if you like this workshop, feel free to kind of provide a feedback to see how we can incorporate more of this type of events into Culture Days. And then it will also have a chance to win a $200 Visa gift card as well by providing your feedback. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Yeah, and I can actually send the form again in my follow-up email with them, Scarlett. So I just took note of the, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Alka. It was really very nice. I didn't do it today. I didn't have
That's okay.
pastels,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed watching it and I will certainly be doing next time.
Absolutely, yeah. So join the group. I'm going to say the group is a little slow. It's I don't know. It's
Is
but
it a WhatsApp group?
no, it's not a WhatsApp group.
Okay.
It's I don't do the group in either in Facebook nor in let me change my camera so I can talk to you directly. So I do the group in another external platform. So yeah, it's not on Facebook, but I will send you the link.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Join the
Okay.
group and
Yeah, I will do that.
yeah,
Me
have some
too.
fun and share. You know, we share over there. Like I said, there's more events coming up. You'll get emails now that you are, and at any time you feel that it's not for you, feel free to unsubscribe. No hard feelings at all. It's all good.
Thank you so much. You take care and have a nice day.
All right,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Until
Bye.
Bye bye.
see you around.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.